Hi everyone, this is my junk journal or Christmas junk journal from 2020. It's my first ever Christmas junk journal, probably one of maybe the first or second junk journals I ever made. So be kind. I tried my best. I made a rookie mistake of just really overfilling it. It's just the point where it hardly closes. But it's flexible enough to close if I put a closure on there, which I never got round to doing actually, or just making a nice bag for it. But I embroidered all of the beads on the front just to make it a little bit extra, but I hope you like it. It's my son on his first Christmas from 2019. So this is his actual second Christmas, and we spent Christmas in Germany as we got stuck there due to the pandemic. I put my Christmas tree up early, and that's just a throwback from a Christmas party that I had with work. This is a cut file from Paige Evans, which I used on the Cricut. I had help from my friend because I'm not very technically minded, so the Cricut confused the hell out of me. There's some mince pie. That's my Christmas tree from UK from the year before. That's a mince pie recipe there. You'll see a lot of the same bits and pieces from this year's junk journal in my junk journal for 2021, mainly because I love this retro whimsical style, and it's because I've got a young son. You know, he's 2 years old, and when he looks back on this, you know, I want it to be childlike. You know, I think Christmas is all about kids sometimes, and you know, it's one of my favorite times of year when I was a little girl. So this is the Christmas light switch on in my hometown in Peterborough. We had to watch it online, so I just made a little phone there to signify that everything was kind of virtual. And it was tough going trying to find things to do during lockdown. So yeah, I think I've journaled about some really unnecessary things, but that was my experience, or our experience rather. Again, this was my attempt at making a Yule log. I was trying to make it really pretty, and my partner said, yeah, it looks shocking. This is wax paper that I made myself with a Christmas candle. And that was the process of me making the Yule log, which was absolutely shocking. It turned out really bad. Baking's not my strong point, but I got better. So practice makes perfect, right? This is a throwback to some really good times I've had at Christmas, mainly on Christmas Eve, which is my birthday. A rare evening with a glass of wine, I think that is. I don't get many of those. Again, this is throwback. So it's the first Christmas in my house. I bought my house in 2015. And this is the first Christmas that my partner and I were together. There's a little letter in there to Jake from his dad. There's some journaling on that card. I love this spread. I was trying to make cupcakes and they just flopped. They sunk in the middle. I couldn't get the grips with using baking powder because I'm used to self-raising flour in the UK, but they don't have it in Germany apparently. It's my son meeting the German Santa for the first time. His family organised Santa to come to the house, and Jake didn't like it very much. That was like an early Christmas party that we had. It's a shaker, which doesn't shake very well. It's gone a bit stiff. But it was a little early Christmas party because my partner, his parents were going away for Christmas, so we celebrated early. Another throwback to when Christmas was normal. I went to a Christmas market in St. Wendel in Saarland in Germany. Absolutely magical, was lovely, absolutely loved it. I was really lucky to experience that. That was the house that I was staying in Germany. Okay, so here's where my baking gets better. I actually made some mince pies and they turned out really, really well. We had some more snow as well. I like the fact that I've gone with the strips of text. I think it looks really effective. This year I'm going to mix it up a little bit between writing and text, because I feel like if I write in it, it makes it more personal. And yeah, it was kind of lacking in that last year, but I enjoyed it all the same, and I still think it's really it's just a nice touch, I think, when you write in it. The rare occasion I had breakfast made for me. So here we did a Christmas quiz online. My friend set this up on YouTube. Absolutely brilliant idea. And that was really fun. There's nothing in that pocket. I never got to fill that one. So I got my partner to get involved with the baking, and so did Jake. That was our local village that we were lived in. I thought that was a really pretty picture. And in here, just some little Christmas presents I bought myself. I saw some, Christmas bargains and I couldn't resist. That's the making of my journal for 2021. So I got it well prepared. Mainly knowing that I wouldn't have the time I had this Christmas, or in 2020. I had a lot of time on my hands. I was on maternity leave, and so yeah, I wasn't working. This year I'm working full time, have a toddler, and he sometimes goes to bed at 7. He sometimes doesn't, so I can't really craft when he's singing and banging on his bed. He's normally good though. That was his first Christmas in 2019. He's normally really good when he goes to bed. But I think it's hit sleep regression. So that's my hometown, Peterborough. That was outside my window at work, and that was a bit of a throwback. I love that picture. It just looks like a Christmas card. My first attempt at a really large Christmas puzzle. That was quite fun. I really enjoyed that. Some Snapchat filters, and I wrote to my partner to join me with the puzzle because it just got a little bit too long-winded. It got quite competitive between us, though. Who was going to finish the last piece? That was funny. This is just some notes or little letters from my family to my son, because obviously they were in the UK and I was in Germany, it was nice that they sent him a little virtual Christmas card for him to look back on mainly. And that's the purpose of me making Christmas journals, because I want him to look back at, oh, that's what we did back then, and those are the movies we watched, or those are the types of foods we ate, or that's the family we spent with, or those are the presents that I got. So yeah, that's why it's very whimsical and childlike. It's a throwback to when I went to Winter Wonderland with my best friend, or one of my best friends. This is with a napkin. I love the feel of that. This was a early Christmas dinner I had with my mum and my brother before I left for Germany. This was my birthday, so I was very fortunate to have a huge sushi dinner bought for me, and I had breakfast made. And in the evening I had a huge Bailey's nightcap after a stressful day getting all the presents ready. Just a little memento from the sushi, from the chopsticks. This is Christmas Day. I cooked for several people, and it was interesting, but actually it turned out really well. And this is just a little thank you note on one of the napkins I had on the table. And some pictures there from Christmas Day. That's who came to the meal. Jake didn't like his police bike. That was the menu. And that was just a bit about the day. Didn't do much on Boxing Day other than open some more presents and eat lots of sweets and watch TV. The bit in between Christmas and New Year where you don't know what day it is so true. It even got to the point where Jake was answering the plug thinking it was a telephone. So I thought that was kind of very apt. And there's some wrapping paper there from one of Jake's presents. We went for a walk to burn off some of the Christmas festive foods that we ate. It was very, very cold. Jake really got into Peppa Pig. And that is, what is that? Oh, it's a thank you to Santa. Then this was a photo shoot by my sister-in-law. She did of myself, my partner and Jake, and we went for a walk in the snow as it snowed very, very heavily. I want to say the place is called whimsical. I think I've pronounced that correctly. Snowflake tag there, and another picture. But I absolutely love the winter and I love the snow, and as miserable and cold as it is, I just love the fact that you can wrap up warm and be cozy. And then that's just my final thoughts of the year on New Year's Day. No, sorry, on the 31st. And there we go. So that's my first ever Christmas junk journal. Hopefully the next one will be bigger and better.